It's Tuesday, September 16th, and we are looking at market updates from yesterday, Monday, September 15th. So, Seagate Technology Holdings, biggest gainer on the day. Taking a look at our mega regional breakdown. Entire eastern part of the country is down, with Florida seeing the biggest drop. Texas is up pretty impressively, and so is Cascadia, up 0.99% in market cap gain on Monday. So zooming in to the northeast mega region, we can see a pretty even split, a few more losses than gains for these companies, with Estee Lauder as the biggest gainer on the day. Personal care products in the consumer staples sector. So I mentioned I was getting tired of saying this yesterday, so I looked up the pronunciation, and we're going with Albemarle here in the South Park Metro Complex, just south of the Charlotte downtown in North Carolina. So Albemarle is a chemicals company, and wanted to just take a quick look at their position within the materials sector, because I've noticed this stock has been pretty dramatically up and down. The reopening of a lithium mine in China had a big impact on that last week. So we can see there they are in Charlotte. They're not a huge chunk of the overall market. They're just that little slice. This chemicals subsector is actually dominated by Linde here in the UK. So the largest American company in the chemicals subsector is located in the UK, probably for tax purposes. So just an interesting little breakdown of our materials sector. Moving on with the mega regional breakdown. Florida, down again. Noticing a trend of these companies being down. Again, this region is dominated by consumer discretionary sector. And Mosaic, another chemicals company here in Tampa, the biggest gainer for the day. So you might have noticed these blocky shapes when I'm zooming in here. That is, it's the software trying to accommodate these complex polygons around the waterways. Here you see it in Manhattan too. So just want to explain that's what's going on. It's not that my data's that bad. It's a rendering issue. So biggest gain in the Great Lakes, Zebra Technologies. They are an electronic equipment, instruments, and components company, along with Corning, Motorola, and CDW. We filter out Motorola to just look at those electric component manufacturers. Moving on to the Central Riverlands, interestingly enough, no IT companies here in the Central Riverlands. There are only 4 in the Great Lakes, none here. This is dominated by consumer staples and industrials companies. So Texas, kind of an interesting pattern this morning in that the energy sector, the energy cluster in Houston is down. Most of the companies in the Dallas cluster are down, but all the tech companies in Austin are up for the day. So that's Tesla, Oracle, and CrowdStrike right here in downtown Austin. They're leading kind of a mini Austin area rally within the largest Texas subsector. So Health Peak Properties, biggest gainer for the Front Range. They are a REIT, real estate investment trust, focused on healthcare properties there in the Denver Tech Center along I-25. Moving on to the Intermountain West, Fair Isaac. These are your FICO scores. Whether you like that or not, they are up 0.72%. Moving on to Cascadia, Expedia Group, biggest gainer for the day. They are here in Seattle, up toward the northern side of that area. They're consumer discretionary, and that little sliver, hotels, restaurants, and leisure, along with Starbucks out there in Cascadia. So you can see, even though that's a subsector filter, 2 pretty different companies. After all, wouldn't want to compare those two head to head. Looking at Northern California, Western Digital, information technology, hardware, storage, and peripherals. So they are similar to NetApp, HP. They make stuff, hardware. So moving on to the Southwest mega region, biggest gain for the day, MGM Resorts International. Part of this Vegas casino mini cluster, they're up 3.15%. So despite recent stories in the news of Las Vegas tourism being down, MGM is up, but who knows whether that's related to Las Vegas or the overall online sports gambling business, which has exploded in recent years. Well, we'll have to find out. Please stay tuned. Thanks for your time. Really appreciate it. See you tomorrow.